And that's why the Lord says, because thus says the Lord, because I'm against thee, I will execute judgment in the midst of thee, in the sight of all the nations. That's what the Lord did. He executed judgment against Israelites in the sight of all the nations. Because everywhere that we fled to, everywhere that we live today, we are at the bottom. And our fellow brothers, the Mexicans, the Puerto Ricans, the indigenous people of South America, North America, all throughout the West Indies, we're at the bottom. You see one or two of us get through the crack. Once they get through the crack, they're gone. Boom, signed up by the Illuminati. Come, here you go. There's a big door that says Illuminati on it, and they go straight through it. They sign up. Those are the only ones that make it through the cracks, that are willing to sign up with the Illuminati and become part of Satan's order. Psalm 73. I'm going to go to Psalm 73, verse 5. But like I said, boys, it's a time of judgment. Time of judgment. Believe it's a time of judgment. And I can see all around me. I can see these rich nations crumbling in their debts. Still trying to uphold it with what? With thick clay. More debt. We're going to go to Psalm 73, verse 5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Now who is that talking about? That's talking about Esau. Esau's not in trouble like other men. He's not plagued like other men. Esau's living the life of Riley. He's living it big. But what's happening now is that that's all changing. So when Esau does get in trouble, what does he do? He jumps off a bridge, pops 100 pills, comes home and shoots his whole family, or goes to work and shoots all his workmates. That's his way out. But short of that, they're not in trouble like other men. They are not, and they never have been. But now their shit's coming to an end, you're starting to see all the cracks are appearing in Esau's society. But he's trying to cover it over with what? With thick clay. Thick clay, what do we talk about thick clay? Debt. So they heap on more debt, print more money. Let's go to the Federal Reserve and print more money again, go to the Bank of England and print more money, go to the ECB, the European Central Bank, print more money and flush it out there. Until it becomes like monopoly money, it's not worth shite. And when it's not worth shite, that's when the system will crash. And when the system crashes, the money's not worth nothing. So they have to bring in a new system. And what is that new system going to be? That's going to be what? The mark of the beast, the RFID chip. That's what it's going to be. That's the new system. So when you see Esau printing all this money, it's for a reason. It's like he knows it's going to happen, and he doesn't know it's going to happen, but he's still going to go ahead with it. It's like an oxymoron. Oh, I tell you. But Esau thinks he can upset the prophecies of the Most High, but he can't. Because one thing I do know is that the elite of Esau knows this truth. So he's going out with a bang. But it's all these foot soldiers who have no understanding of this truth. They're the ones that Esau's going to use to bring mayhem to this place. Watch and see. They're the ones. So it says, Psalm 73, chapter 73, verse 6. Therefore, pride compasses them about as a chain. Therefore, pride compasses them about as a chain. Violence covers them as a garment. So it says, pride compasses them like a chain. It says, yeah? And it says, violence covers them as a garment. And that is just word for word Esau. Pride compasses them. You know, when you compass someone, you circle, compass makes a circle, it circles them like a chain. It's like a chain hanging on their neck, their pride. And their chain is what? It's like they're tied. That's their compass, their tie. It's like a chain. Yeah? And it says violence covers them as a garment. So it's like the clothes they put on every day, when they get up in the morning and he puts on his clothes and washes his face and goes to work. That's how he treats violence to other nations. It's just like putting on his clothes in the morning. When he commits these acts of violence against the other nations, when he committed these acts of violence against the Israelites, when he enslaved our people, committed genocide against our people in the Americas, wiping out the North American Indians, the Gadites, the Reubenites, the Manassanites, the Ephraimites. When Esau went and committed those crimes, it was like putting on his clothes. As the scripture says, therefore pride compasses them about as a chain. Violence covers them as a garment. Word for word, this is Esau. We know nations have committed crimes against their own nations. You go to countries and like the Chinese or the Moabites, we know they've committed crimes against their own people. But they have not gone to the four corners of the world and committed those atrocities against all the other nations with impunity. Only Esau has done that. Only the Edomites have done that. No other nation has done that. And that's their charge sheet. When the Lord brings out their charge sheet and says, right, this is your judgment. And what does the book of Revelation says? Double. Give them double to what they did. So the elites are preparing for this. They are truly preparing for this. We're going to go to Isaiah chapter 26 verse 10. Isaiah chapter 26 verse 10. The prophet Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 26 verse 10. Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of the Most High. So it says, let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not show righteousness. Yet will he not learn righteousness. I mean, who does that describe to the T? That's Esau. Because no matter what you do for them, how you treat them, whatever blight you want to give them, or you feel, all right, I'm going to forgive you for that little thing you did there, tomorrow I'm going to come back with a double dose of wickedness for you. Because it's inherently in their DNA, in their spirit. They are the physical counterpart of Satan, Lucifer. Lucifer is a spiritual angel, one of the Most High's angels, like Michael and Gabriel. He works for the Most High. He's not no solo gone AWOL doing his own thing. He's got a charter. He's got his own book, and the Most High is giving him and saying, "Go, this is what I need you to go and do." And these are your physical counterpart. These are your people. Yeah, you can use them to do the wickedness. That's who he is. Esau is the physical counterpart of the spiritual angel, Satan, Lucifer. Simple. So when you read the prophet Isaiah, chapter 26, verse 10, let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will they not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness, which is Israel, will he deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of the Most High. So even when they took us out of the land and they went in there, look what's going on in Israel today. Tel Aviv, Pink City, Batman capital of the world, homosexual capital of the world, Tel Aviv, in the Holy Land. Who's in there? Esau's in our Holy Land. Those so-called Jews are in our Holy Land. They're the most wickedest set. They're the wickedest tribe that comes out of Esau are the Jews, the Amalekites. They're a tribe from Esau. They're in the Holy Land. What have they done? In Tel Aviv, it's called Pink City, the biggest homosexual, Batman gay festival carnival is kept where in the whole of Europe. It's kept where? In fucking Tel Aviv, in the Holy Land. Tell me these people are not the devil. Oh Lord. Isaiah chapter 24 verse 3. The land shall be emptied and utterly spoiled, for the Most High has spoken this word. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languishes and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. So it says, the land shall be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled, for the Most High has spoken it. So the Most High said that the land is going to be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled. It says, the earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languishes and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances, and broke the everlasting covenant. Therefore has the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. So how are the inhabitants of the earth going to be burned and a few men left? By nuclear fallout. The Lord said the earth also is defiled. Is not the earth defiled? Is it not defiled with all this wicked satanicness that's going on around the world? Is it not defiled with the pollution, the destruction of the Lord's land? Is it not defiled by them, the murdering and the killing of the lords of the animals on the planet just for gain? The poison of the water, the air, is the earth not defiled? Now who's doing all this? It says Esau, and then Esau has brought those same technologies to these other nations for them to use the same systems to defile the land. It says the land shall be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled, for the Lord has spoken this. How's the land going to be utterly spoiled? From a nuclear fallout. So when you jump down again to verse 6, it says Isaiah chapter 26 verse 6, it says, therefore has the curse devoured the earth, which it has. And who is the curse? The Edomites. And they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men are left. And how is that going to happen? From a nuclear fallout. That's the only way that can happen. Isaiah 24, when we jump down to verse 10, it says, the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in. There is crying for wine in the streets. So when Isaiah says there's crying for wine in the street, don't think for 1 minute people are sitting out there crying for a bottle of wine, for a bottle of red, for rosé, or some Australian wine or Spanish wine. No, it's not that kind of wine I'm talking about. This wine means philosophy for the word. It's talking about the word. So when it says there is crying for wine in the streets, all joy is darkened, the mirth of the land is gone. So they're crying for wine. Wine, they're talking about the word of the Most High. Someone to come out with some good words, some good philosophy, someone to tell them, to make them feel better. But it's not going to happen. It says, all joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. What's the mirth? The laughter. So all this happiness and go-lucky and this Black Friday shopping that they go on there, madness and doing, it's all going to be done with. As Isaiah says, all joy is darkened. This is prophecy. I can't do nothing about this. This is the Most High giving these prophecies to his prophets, telling them this is what's going to be for this place. And I said already, 2/3 of Israel are going to fall foul to all of this. Only 1/3 of the Israelites are going to receive salvation. Some of our Israelites are going to come out looking. Some Israelites are going to look like Esau. Let me tell you this now. Some of them are going to look like Esau because we are mixed amongst the other nations. So if you look at the Irish and the Scottish, they all, not all of them, but a lot of them descend back to the children of Israel, to the tribes of Judah and Benjamin. A lot of them descend back to those tribes there.